All right, we're live. All right, welcome everybody
We
back
are.
to West Channel. Yes, we are. Yes, and this is
Okay.
a new episode. I'm doing the first episode of Behind the Counter, where I have conversations with different individuals on different topics. Yeah, so this is the first one, and welcome to my guests, and thanks for sharing the Friday evening with me. Even though I never have a choice really, but yeah, thank you guys for being here. So first we have Trevian, my little sister, Stephen Blake, aka Dancehall Pastor. Yeah, you hear me, Steven?
Is he
Is he
frozen?
freeze? Gosh. And Prescott, oh my gosh, from UAD, it's like everything that my dear said me have to laugh. So I did have to bring him on the channel. Like seriously. Yeah. So welcome guys. And Steven is still frozen. I don't know what's going on.
I guess he
Yeah.
had a hard time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Huh? Yep. Should we wait on Steven? Steven having technical difficulties.
He'll be back. It's a
All
pleasure
right.
to be here.
Nice,
Thanks
nice.
for having me.
Well, our choice.
Right.
Prescott alone the question them, so we need somebody for running. We need another male figure. Let me see. See if Steven. Just bear with us a little bit. Y'all know how it goes. I forgot to tell Steven to go up on the rooftop. Yeah. I mean, that's where I'm going.
Flow, man, flow.
Slow
Jeez.
flow,
Flow
man.
internet you have.
It's just slow flow.
No, so. They said digital already place, I know. Right, digital some free promo.
I wouldn't say that.
No, so we're already place.
Maybe
No.
cable and
I
wireless.
not gonna free promo to nobody.
No, keep that.
They are equally as bad.
Lord have mercy. Let me see. Steven! I think I'm trying to come back on, so probably can't ask just one man all the question them. And Trevor not gonna give the female side of it.
Right.
Yeah, me too. Chippy, never know what happened. Yeah.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yes, sorry, Steven is back. Hopefully this is Steven. That's the wrong one. No, I see Steven, but he's frozen still. Steven, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear them.
Yeah, hear me? Move again. Come in. You still look for it.
I can't see him.
You can't see him. Hold on. You see him, Prescott?
Yeah, I'm hearing you guys, but I was
Is
just
this
getting
Steven?
a call.
Is this Steven?
Hold on.
No, his screen is blank.
And there's hold on. There's one more person. Oh, there, Robert. Hold on there.
Hopefully.
Or Steven. Steven again.
Yeah, maybe he's trying from somewhere else.
Yeah. I know. I guess Prescott gone. Steven, the people them say if you just call without your video, and it might help, and just use audio. Let me say if you go up on your rooftop, you know. All right, so Steven.
All right.
All right. No press.
Well, we press that then.
Hold on, let me see.
So why don't
When I tell you Steven said yeah, you hear me, Steven?
I change my device so it should be a bit better?
But then when I say anything, you can come on with just audio alone, and then if the video not work. All right, so we have Robert there. I apologize, Robert. Anyway, there. Anybody see him? Tell him say he should come on this because. All right, so welcome everybody. I apologize for all the technical difficulties we've been having. Let's go. But I hear my feedback. Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right. So yeah, first episode of Behind the
There's a
Counter.
slide. There's an echo.
On different
Wait, so
topics.
we have too much light?
Steven, the echo is on your end. Maybe your volume is up way too high.
Yeah.
So the feedback.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so let us work with 12, no? When Robert decides to show up, if he show up, then I know and then maybe you can get locked down, you know, Valentine's weekend. I don't know. Maybe somebody brought him up. So yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna start off with like the top 3 things on a man's list when he's actually thinking of pursuing a woman. Like what are the top 3 things on the list? Whether body or chef can cook or you know, what are the top 3 things? One because I'm confused. Like different men like different things and I just want, you know, to on the mind there. What are the top 3 things on a man's list? Who wants to start first?
Right, so I'll begin. Yeah, man, I'll begin.
Alright.
It is hard to say what the top 3 things are on the list of any man because I mean everybody has their own preference. And again, um, for males, what they look for in a female might be influenced by more than just their preference, might be influenced by background and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm to go as general as I can, we have to start with physical appearance, right? I think it's safe to say that every man loves a woman who is attractive. Um, and that is based on whether a man likes a pretty woman or a man is a breast man or a man likes a woman with a nice rump, whatever the case may be. But physical appearance is one of the first things that I would say that a man looks for in a woman. Um, Second, every man wants a woman who is able to assist in some way, shape, or form. Right? So whether you're looking for a woman who is supportive in the house, or a woman who is going to be supportive in building you. And again, we're not just talking about looking a woman in general. We're talking about looking for the right one. So when you're looking for the right person, you need a woman who is able to contribute to the relationship in some way, shape, or form. Right? Um, thirdly, thirdly, for most men, I think that I think men in general are very much family oriented. So we always look for females who show that characteristic as well. Has to be family oriented, you know? So for me, those are three of the big things. Physical appearance, able to contribute, and is family oriented. I don't know what Steve wants to add, and I don't know what
Come on, what if
Trevian is going
family
to rebut
oriented
and say, but
and you can contribute, but look all that good in, physically. Like you can't like allow, that to slide a little bit. Cause you can't get everything in a one.
I
So
mean,
what are you willing to sacrifice?
in relationships in general, you have to sacrifice. There has to be some amount of compromise. But again, we are talking about in an ideal situation. These are things that you would want.
Okay.
I'm gonna make Stephen going first.
All right, Steve. Go choose, Steve.
My top three things.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, attraction, physical attraction is something that will draw you or catch your attention, but I don't think that that's a magnet. I think that is just something that like a marketing and then. So my number one thing is reasoning. You see, yeah, if
Okay.
you can't reason, it don't make no sense.
Mm.
Right? Like I feel like you have to be able to can reason on different levels and understanding. It would be good if you have some form of experience in terms of like can show me things that I don't know because in the initial stage every man want to feel like like them a teach you something, but what is more impressive is when the woman a teach you things. You see me and I show you certain confidence and in holding a conversation. That to me that is my number one
Okay.
attraction. And I think that is why I get myself in enough problem more time because I always I get tricked. But
But you say
Which,
like,
which
like
brings me, which
eh?
brings me to my rebuttal
Yeah. I always I
because
get tricked because all of them will approach me always can reason at first and then just switch.
good.
So
So you know,
reasoning
learn, Steve.
definitely attraction is one thing.
I
And
know.
also I like when a woman is strong. You see me? I
Yeah.
like when she has a strong character. She's mentally tough.
Mm-hmm.
She can take on things that might seem heavy, but still
you mean deal
be
with
able
with
to.
the stress.
Eh?
You mean deal with the stress on the come with. That's
Bye.
good.
Not necessarily, but like in terms of you can manage your responsibility and ball every minute.
Yeah.
Cry every minute. Say, this now go your way, that now go no your way. Me like a woman who can just deal with things and move forward. And I think that is the next one reason why I take up on me can manage because then woman then they're really strong. And then when they decide to discipline you and put you under pressure, you can't manage it. Like me we try go
You
like for
can't manage
example,
it,
me
Steve.
realize I always I take up some twin guinea. But me think I just one guinea. So
Hold
for
on, wait.
example.
You're reinvent somebody as somebody else. Are you come to
No, like let's say what me do them give me back double. Or
Mm.
what me expected of them I get double what I expected.
But
So
you don't understand. But like where you could have done this short, so you're not past that.
yes,
You
but
mean
remember that
blessings and glory
eh?
and prayers, like then double all of that. And that you
Me not
mean
hear
that
you say.
you mean prayers, then double the prayers and them stuff
Hey,
there.
No, so for example, if I go try use reverse psychology upon them, my worst thing that we can do, cause then just go double back the reverse psychology upon me, and me can't manage it.
like that?
Me can't manage it.
Who can play that game,
Yeah,
Like that.
well, me can't manage it. I tell you, so that's why I'm not trouble people because I cannot manage when them double the pressure upon me.
Them always say men can't really take what they dish out. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because a woman, if you give a woman a seed, she'll come with a fruit or more than one fruit. So whatever you put in her, you'll get it back double or three times the amount.
Yeah.
So
tenfold.
it is utmost important them three things that let me tell you. Strength, reasoning ability. I mean, because at the end of the day, attraction is something that, no matter how pretty a woman is, you get used to her after a while.
True.
You understand me? No matter how beautiful she is, you'll get used to her because of years. You see me? So, yeah. But my father always tell
And
me,
yeah,
say, make sure you deal with a pretty woman because if you deal with a woman when it's so pretty, you're stuck with her because you're not going to see looks after a while. Which probably was very shallow. But I see where it makes sense, You can take picture in the future and, look on it and so on.
Yeah. Okay. That's reasonable. All right. So then, what's the first thing you notice about a girl when you see her? Like, I guess for me, it would have been physical appearance. But
Yes.
specify which part of the physical, appearance first catch your eyes.
Depends. Sometimes I them smile.
Eh.
If me see them from far, I can't see them smile.
Oh gosh.
Me like confidence too. It depends. Sometimes a woman come on the attention. And, me as a man, I always get myself in a problem again because
This
me
slang.
always a notice where everybody else a notice, which is really terrible. So I put myself in a competitive situation and I can't manage the competition for true. I can't manage it. Me is a very emotional black man, so me easy to catch feelings, me easy for going on my feelings, and me easy for hurt.
Lord gosh. Oh, vulnerability. We like that. That's reasonable. All right. Where is the Prescott? What the first thing you notice? You seem
for
like a
me, no man. I mean, for me, it's beauty. So it's in the face. It's all about the smile. It's all about the eyes, and of course, everything else comes after. But I'm attracted to facial features first.
okay. Oh gosh. All right.
Me like
Yeah,
shape.
man. Me nah go see somebody like Rose, and when me see Rose, me nah go pass Rose face to see what the body look like. You understand me? So a face
Oh,
first, everything
it's
come after.
so
No disrespect, Rose.
if you feel
Yeah, just like I said, like mercy.
the face competition now, whether you will go forward.
No, man, you can't. No, you can't. It depends because you have some people blessed. They might not bless in their face, but
Yeah.
them
Them
blessed
their heart.
in other situations.
Blessing of them ways.
Well, we can't say that. You have to keep it gospel for my side.
But them always say like the people that were not so attractive. Them always are the best people. Them. They have a
Well,
good.
I think some of the women who are not blessed with physical beauty, them sometimes command a respect because them confident, them words, them strong. So there are other characteristics apart. 'Cause you have enough women out there where them beauty, but they not them. Them call people dumb blonde in
Yeah.
our way. Yeah,
Oh,
them
pretty done.
beauty, but they not no brains. I think
Yeah.
beauty come from within, and that's why it's good for not just take up anybody where you meet.
Yeah.
It's good for get to know them, see what their mindset is, and even them background is important too. Because you have some people them background, if you know understand it and study it, you will put yourself in a one situation that in the end it don't work out.
Yeah.
I feel like so if have the physical appearance, you have to come with something else. You have to pick a struggle. You can't not look too, and you're rude, and no, you have to pick a struggle. Is that you're funny or something? You have to bring something to the table. You
Me have,
can.
so- me have two sisters where they're not pretty. They're not pretty. They're not pretty. They're not.
Nobody gave it up.
No, me not do that.
But
Nah,
then funny.
well, I mean, two of them nice.
Or
But
they can cook.
one of them spirit ugly. No, me no eat from, me no can't do that.
Right.
Woman will tie you, man. You have to be careful, man. Me no eat from woman just so, man. Right? Woman will tie. I mean, I know this is life, so I have to be careful. But me can't just get up and eat from people who cook so, man. You wake up and wonder how you're in love, man.
I wake up and start back.
Mark, I've never experienced that before, but there was someone who cooked for me, and by the next day I was in love. So
I want to cook stew for
I
you.
did,
Please.
egg and sausage.
No, sir. I can't make somebody tired with egg and sausage. No,
Oh,
man.
yes, yeah.
You have a bit more ambition than that.
More ambition.
Even
You
right
can
now,
egg and sausage the woman cook give me from that.
Stew.
Me and I was together for 2 months and it took me 6 months to get over him because of the egg and sausage. So guess what? I'm from that the day me decide to me not eat.
Stew the people that say I kill them. But
Me.
somebody said I need clarification on physical beauty. What I call physical beauty. So I can elaborate more upon that. Because when I stress, when I seem to stress by the face, you know.
No, me stress from beauty from within still. Me stress from beauty from within. Me feel like there's more to life than face. And as me tell you, no face nah keep no man. No face, no bottom,
I
no breast.
disagree.
Nah keep no man.
I disagree.
I don't think face keep, man.
I disagree. I feel like, especially now, where everything is run by social media, I feel like trophy wives nowadays is like so common. It's so common for guys
Yeah,
to
but
just
a man can have a trophy wife, but him just pose with her. But that's
no.
it.
Mm-mm.
But
That was
Chevy,
the case maybe 10 years ago. But now I think females have switched up the game to a certain degree where their loyalty, they appear loyal, right? Because you have things going on for you. But as soon as things, because most females, them are go loyal
The
to the
woman stays
end.
a long time. I don't know.
Yeah?
Woman stays a long time from
No,
Bible
man,
days.
but now them switch up the game somewhat.
I stay.
Them switch up the game. And so you will find men who not really that attractive with some very trophy wife looking females because it's I don't know, it's an image thing. It fit them image and they know, and then when I know say, if the money gone, them gone. But as long as they can, if them know so they can, stack them bread, then they can have our own.
Yeah.
So them perfectly fine with that. This is 2021,
but Trev, even with social media, again, it's not like all of the women them pretty either. It's just how them put themselves out there, how them put themselves together. So it's beyond, as Steve was say, it's beyond facial beauty only. You understand me? But if a woman put herself together, if she is known to be a big influencer, because that is what social media is
Right.
really all about. It's about the influence power that you have over people, and if you have that and people are attracted to it, then you know how it go. People are gonna gravitate towards you. So it's not all about facial beauty only, but yeah, people put themselves together and them look good. And if we go back to Steve's point, I mean, no matter how beautiful a woman is, what I know is that you always are gonna go out there and you can possibly find somebody who look even better.
That's true.
Yeah, and you can't too follow up social media because social media lie,
That's true.
Social media lie. People put up them best.
Yes, that's
Right?
true.
And we can tell you from experience. You have some people where just feel so they want to meet me, want to know me, and as soon as they see the real you, them start move different. So people, reason why the people have image and put out something out there is because them don't really want a man know the true them. You get me? I say because the true them run to joke, laugh. You see the earthly side of them, the human side of them, and people in them head see as a certain level, see as a certain way. So you get me? I say so. That's why I see people just deal with that alone. But may I tell you what you see on social media is a blatant lie most of the time. You get me? I say it's a blatant lie. So me not
Yeah,
too,
that's true.
like
Facts, brother.
there's a lot of people that me mute on social media, right?
Why not block them?
What?
Why not block? Why not block?
No,
Why
me can't block them or unfollow them because they won't follow me back. Me just mute them, right? Because then they feed your brain with something we just not, you just not sustainable.
That's true. That's true.
You get me? I say, and
Yeah.
it not healthy for you personally. Me hear somebody the other day say, when they have pitney, they want to be like certain people. And me I say, yo, you feel so you go. Then good the torment of them yard and want go to road. But then cannot do it. Stop follow what you
That's
see
true.
all the
Stop
time.
letting people go as the relationship goes because you really don't know what happened behind the
You
scenes.
can't know, that's why I tell you, say, man, we have a trophy wife, but it's literally, as you say, it's a trophy. What is a trophy there to do? To show to people,
Yeah.
right? But
Mhm.
under the quiet, him a do him things same way, you see me?
Right.
And she probably do her things him and him not know. You understand me? So, you know, we can't really follow what we see. You know, that's why it's good to have your circle where you just, you know, you have your friends, your family, and you can be yourself. But
Yeah.
for other people who you know trust, just make them see the image.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Julian said facts. Big up yourself, Julian. Diana.
So how we can see why fans them as out there?
No, me and the
All
one.
the comments.
Yeah, for the part
Yeah,
YouTube, Steve.
I can't even make her see. Hold on.
Go to YouTube, Steven.
Okay.
Exactly. Next time we gonna press something now. We delete
And
it.
it
I
kick
can
me out.
see it on my end. But maybe it look different on the phone.
Yeah, probably.
So my question to Uno now.
And
See?
so
What
you see?
Am I the host?
I mean, you just switch it around far away.
No, you can't ask. We just want to ask you as a,
Yeah.
do you think what me and Prescott is saying is fear?
I feel like you know, I feel like that's theoretical, like that's the go-to answer, and it's, you know, some men definitely go for that, but I feel like nowadays people are saying that but not actually practicing that, practice what they preach. Oh, people want somebody who is loyal, whatever, but that I think some males just stop at the physical attraction and that's it. Like,
All
no,
right, let me tell you something
but
about
of
males.
course you have men like you guys who see beyond that. So yeah,
Well, that is, you probably need to look in a some direction where might not seem like they because you know the problem is with the ladies, you know, them go have a physical appearance too and get themselves in a problem too. Seeing physical appearance or financial stability or whatever, what you know, what society. But really and truly, the man them who you see just go have a physicality, them don't really keep them woman there long. Them just move to the next one because at the end of the day, that is what them looking for. And it's important that you ask a man what is his goal in life. So if you go find a man who just want to have fun, just want to live, just want to that, him just go do that until him feel like him tired of that situation and move on and live him life that way. If you find somebody with spiritual goals or, you know, goals to grow, to achieve things, he will more have a long-term partner with somebody. But if you go hang out with people where just want to have fun or just want to
especially in the late 20s, but fun I go.
Yeah, living at the moment, man.
Yeah,
exactly. Them man they gonna live in a moment, and somehow the man they will telling you the truth, you know, and I feel like change the man, you know.
change them.
You don't feel like change the man, and then you get lick on the face when the man decides say, oh, well, not physical lick people. Don't get me wrong, and I'm talking about
When you make it for
disappointment.
Yeah, thank you very much for that word, my brother. You disappoint yourself. Now the man disappoint you, you know. You disappoint yourself because you make an expectation. Tell you say, I can change him. Nah, change a whole dog and in tricks them, man.
Right.
I live in a jacket and tie and suit, even if it's a pastor. A dog is a dog.
I have to use the example.
Forever again.
Wrong example.
I mean, bad example. You think every pastor good? I know every pastor good.
We know that for sure.
You have good and bad everywhere in our life. Good and bad in the church. Good and bad in the police, good and bad in the government, good and bad in the doctor
Everywhere.
world, good
Everywhere.
and bad there everywhere. So don't bother feel like say at the end of the day you have to judge a person by the fruit what them bear, right? By what them say. So if you see the red flag them, the more mature you is, you write it down and you say, well, this not right, this not right, this not make no sense. When we young and emotional and fool, we do anything we come our mind, right? And we had raga there. Yeah, we do
Raga,
anything.
pick up yourself, Raga.
Right. We do anything with the our mind and we fall in love and get hurt. You know how much time we get hurt? My brown strength.
And that is a good
Kind of
point.
hurt now.
Question, Wendy or Ayondi.
We have a question,
Yeah,
so go on, Trevian.
Huh?
You say you have a question?
No, someone in the chat has a question. So they're asking, yeah.
Wait, Benicia.
Yeah,
It's a long time friend in high school. Big up
We know Benicia.
I remember her.
So,
Ben,
Stephen's point, and and Trev, how important is physical attraction at this point in your lives?
You mean personally? Is it a personal question or is it she's talking generally?
come on, it's a question for Aondi and Trev.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, I don't think I'm so concerned like I was back in the day. Maybe it's after having a child. Yeah, me keep myself together. Me try, look decent, but me not go out of my way and do exercise.
I think that, do you mean the opposite sex or?
Oh, possibly. Can you
Yeah.
just verify for Benny? Say, I mean, like the opposite sex or, but we can't just talk about that to Trev. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't really want a partner when I look all that in the
Hard
face.
to look fun.
But I don't really stress too much on the physical appearance. If I have a good heart, has to be, display some type of leadership quality. Don't follow crowd. I like a man who leads, who doesn't
Healthy, because you can't get no big and fat so man where by the time you married diabetes, lick him down, kill him. So not tell me nothing about it. I just tell
together,
you.
yeah, go gym together. Yeah, with oh yeah, she said opposite sex, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean not because back in the days, high school days, I think I was more so looking for somebody with pretty hair and no, I don't care if you have look here, them have products to fix up your hair. If it now move, you can curl up it. S curls or what
Or wear a wig.
Man, wear a wig.
Fake beard.
I don't care about that anymore. As long as you're clean shaved, that is very important to me. Yeah, how a man carries himself, not so much as
Raggedy.
brands and whatever, but
Shave him arm and them something.
I don't know about that one. That one that kind of suspect if you.
shave up a little bit too much. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Suppose the man arm here making arm stink.
Well, he can shave it down a little bit, but me and him not supposed to have beard, arms. Me don't know. And then why you so concerned about it that much?
Yeah.
That kind of red flag.
That's not a red flag.
Steven, you shave your arm, not true. Just say it. Just come out with it, Steven. You shave your arm.
Yes.
Okay.
So
If
Aondi
me have a
and Trev.
wedding figure, or me going somewhere public, me shave my arm.
Oh, like beach.
No beach, like your arm now go stink a beach. But if you go somewhere, go perform or not like that, and they run up and down and rub up your arm, you have to
like
shave your arm.
Like that.
If me go to one wedding when me know me go dead long, me a shave my arm.
Yo, Aondi and Trev can say whatever they want to say. Sure say, like you say, Steve, when them see some man they perform and them lift up them Anna, when you look, you see all one big clump of white underneath it. Me sure. Say y'all don't like that. Come on, man. Man for clean up themselves, man. Man for clean up themselves. Just like how females clean up themselves, man must clean up themselves.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand the concern when they come on to the guys who are highly metrosexual. Then that is a different story. But yeah, man for clean up like a bit, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. You still want to keep the little masculinity there. You know what? competition in the bathroom with near and them something there.
Yeah.
Nobody now use no
Keep
name.
some hair on your chest, boy.
No, me not like
Keep
chest
some hair
hair.
on your chest.
That's
Why?
just me still.
So you see it, a good point that you make,
Okay.
Prescott.
Mhm.
Good point that you make.
Huh?
Very good. You
Yeah.
want a man keep his arm here, yet you want him shave out the whole like line chest. What kind of imbalance that?
No, me not like chest hair either. But me don't know. Maybe I just me.
I don't know. Certain things make you look past them things. Maybe man real
Load
nice
the
and
gorilla man
nice
them alone, man. Load the
You
gorilla
roll
man
up
them
here
alone.
them.
and you roll up here.
But for me, well, at this point in my life, because I don't have any kids, you can't too ugly. Me did that with that person before when I too great and you think like me said earlier, you have to pick a struggle. Some of the ugly man them you talk to them and they get too cute, they feel like they're cute and nice.
True.
And then just as bad. So might as well you go for somebody who good looking.
But you have women who are attracted to ugly men, they say that they're better. I don't know if a girl was telling me that one time because she think I like her. I didn't like her and not like that. But she tells me ugly man she want. So
And Steve, them tend to say that the ugly man them more romantic, but I
yes,
don't know
I
about
didn't
that.
want to say it and but that is what she said.
Yeah, you have to
She
pick a
said that
struggle.
the ugly man was better
Yeah,
in that situation.
So is that a fact? Based on your experience, Trev, your experience, Ayondi, ugly men, are they more romantic?
I never get it. It was a double struggle. Him never good looking and he never romantic.
So hold on then. Stick up in the trip. Why are you there with the ugly man? Was it out of association or loneliness? Or you just
when you say you have a certain type and you try to switch it up and you say, maybe just try a thing, me like guys, me like them both. Although my significant other than born, but me did try to switch it up and there with a big bone man.
a fat man?
Yeah.
AKA fat man.
And he start get cute, say, and I say no, sir. Never
So
again.
did you never ask that question?
Trev, I love the
what
fact that you like to mix it up though.
No, me go back. No, me go back to my preference. Me not mix it up again. Nope.
I ask you a question, Trev. I want you to think about it before you answer. Did you be with that man out of loneliness or out of association because you don't know him alone did he must show you attention, so might as well? Or did you actually like the person?
All right, so I think the reason why I gave him a chance was his approach towards me. So yes, when they say people wear their Sunday best, you need a man in Sunday best. So his approach was nice, and he seemed like a decent individual. Let me see, all right, let me see what I go on for him. And then later on down the road now, Mr. said, so I said, all right, I'm not do this again. I just take it off of my bucket list, and that was it.
You put the ugly man on your bucket list?
Well, not so much a bucket list. I just take it off of one of those things to not do again.
Okay. So essentially, every woman wanted to try an ugly man. Is that what you're saying? I've never heard of this statement before.
All right. So for the men now, what is your biggest turn off or deal breaker on a first date? Or
first date?
Your biggest turn off. Like, you can't even bother try that. Like, don't write this stuff.
But Jamaican men yet do I come to think of it.
Of course you did. Really easy.
In general, what is your biggest turn off?
Alright, Steve done said this in his three things that he look for in a woman. If a woman is not able to hold a conversation, then that is the turn off from date number one. If you realize she don't have nothing for offer outside of just being attractive or being somebody where you probably see yourself apart with, as Steve said, a trophy type of woman.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's nothing there intellectually, then that is a big turn off for most men from the
On
get
the
go.
first date,
So like what
Yes,
sort
man.
of
For date
questions
number
do you
one.
ask to
Or in
see?
general, then say you like a girl, she cute,
Yeah.
she
and
pretty,
when him
whatever.
don't answer me, answer.
All right. So talking to a woman in general, I mean, it's all right. Everybody has something where them interested in. If you and a woman are discuss say general topics, then
Mm-hmm.
saying you talk about COVID, or you talk about current affairs, you talk about finances, you talk about what them do at work, and you
Mhm,
realize that the answers with them they get just now make no sense.
mhm,
Then from the get go, you know, say, oh, this is a woman where she not go nowhere based on the answers where she a give. So it's just a general conversation. There's nothing specific where you would have asked for find out whether or not she's capable of holding a conversation. It's just having a conversation in general. What are the things that you're interested in? You see me?
mhm.
Why are you interested in these things? Why do you become a doctor? Working as a
Right.
doctor, what is your thought in relation to COVID and the vaccines? Do you think that it's safe
I
for us to
know
be taking
the
vaccines
answers.
so early? You know, just asking general questions that would
Yeah.
possibly be related to her and hearing how she responds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Prescott, somebody said, what if she's sexy and rich?
Again, for me, that is not all. Again, remember, we are talking about the right one, and it
Mhm.
depends on what we are
Okay.
looking for. If a woman sexy and she rich, what you mean? You know, say we are gonna give her a par, yes. But again, in the long run, if all
Mhm.
she has to offer is the money and just being sexy, it
Mhm.
not go hold.
Okay.
Fair
All right.
enough.
Sure. Yeah, that's reasonable. Steve, what you said?
About the first date.
Yeah, deal
Well,
breaker.
First date,
first thing,
yeah.
me nah go pan no date with no woman when me not think look good. So, Lord forgive me. Even though sometimes they don't,
I forgive.
we go back on the date again and again and again because something must they pull me. Something must they pull me, right? Until me find out say it not worth it, then fine. So me will go back for a couple more dates, until
Who's
till
paying?
me find
Who's
out. And I think that's the problem with me too, because you go back some go out with some people where dark and fool and then and then when they licking at your face and discipline you won't say if you won't know. Right? So but I guess as men as hunters we go always be hunting. So me will go and more than one time till me feel like me satisfied that this now go work. Right? But we carry it to the next level now. And Prescott right, and that is why you have to be intelligent, You can't make your emotions rule you.
Mm,
Because your emotions is something that is temporary at the moment, but it can make you stay in something longer than you really should be because
uh-huh.
of the feeling that it is feeling at the time.
Yeah.
So you have to go into those situations with your head rather than your heart because your head will say to you, say, this not gonna work, this not make no sense, move forward. But if you're going with your heart and go with the initial attraction, you will try to stick with something that was just an initial or that was just a original thing that get your attention and try to always find it when the person is probably not gonna be like that, just like the person will show you then Sunday best. You get me I say?
Mhm.
So you really have to go in a relationship. Truly, the best thing to do is go with your head initially and then make the emotions grow. But
Which
when you're
one are
going in
the
the
them favor?
emotions first, it can cause you tormenting time.
Specify.
The Prescott.
Specify.
Don't be led,
If it's
Steve. Steve, what you supposed to say, Steve? Don't be led by the wrong head.
Well, I'm talking about this head up here, so what
Yes,
inside of your
man. Be
brain.
specific, man. Be specific.
Yes, sir. What is in the brain? What is in the
Yes.
brain? You have to go with what's in the brain.
All right. So, favorite thing for a female to wear? classy type of female or
When I have some hard question as a pastor, when nobody never asks me question yet, but I will be honest.
this will be kind of, take you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Yeah.
Me like when woman dress nice, so you mean, and look sexy, you mean, what you talk about? All the time too. And that me a friendship farm tell you, in a house, on the road, everywhere.
Okay, so he is done him something while cooking and
Well, remember that I'm only 5'4" so the heels thing now. Will give you a warm time.
all right, I hear you. What you say, Prescott?
All right, so I don't know if I have it correctly.
Mhm.
I think you guys call it like all right, you say like bodycon dresses.
Oh
but
yeah.
short.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
I love that. Anything that hugs the body and give me that visualization of what may be
But
underneath. Yeah, man, that is what I love to see a woman.
Tell me something. So do you
me
prefer
like
her?
when Jimmy wear be a shorts now, yeah.
Prescott, she can't wear them bodycon dresses out like
Yes,
in your
yeah, man,
okay.
definitely.
Well, me no know any bodycon dresses, Me not really into
Oh,
fashion right now.
dresses.
Close fitting dresses, Steve.
That's very, very hard for me to go out with somebody with dress like that, It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, man. So
Right?
if we are
I'm
talking
not gonna
about
say
going
that.
out in general, being
Yeah.
out, yeah, in the
No,
open,
you.
yeah, then women in bodycon dresses, but so when we're there around the house, I love lingerie, I love.
Just casually.
No special
I
occasion.
mean, not all lingerie are revealing. You understand me? Not
Okay,
all
like
of
a
them are
nightdress.
lace and you
Okay.
can see through but just me see a lot of sleepwear becoming popular nowadays. Them liquor mini shorts and a small liquor top. Yeah, man, I like them thing. I love them thing.
All right.
Do you
Or
like all the
or
time because or just some like
All
Body.
the
some
time, brother.
just
All the
just
time.
sometimes, man. Sometimes. Not
yeah.
all the
24/7.
time. And I mean
Sometimes
one
I
of
think
the
it's a
one of the
good
next
balance.
big thing, one of the next big thing that I love to see a woman in is if a
Is that
woman come at my
the
place and she just say, yo, let me get a t-shirt. Oh, all right. See?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I hear you. Somebody was saying be more specific so they can dress up and go shopping and get body can on him someday.
Yeah, wear your shorts in the house. Yeah, man, you have to wear your bottom right in the house.
Bottom right.
I guess yeah.
Right.
Shots. I hear you. All right. All righty. So, how comfortable should a woman be around a man? Like, what is too comfortable? And what you
Well,
have? How
me
comfortable?
me can answer first with that. Cause me always make it a point of duty to make them feel comfortable.
Okay.
Be themselves. Because at the end of the day, I think that is one of my biggest assets to them. Because the average person though now, especially if them round somebody with them like or them boyfriend, them have a kind of tiptoe or just try to just make them be themselves. And unfortunately, me making them be themselves, sometimes they try to jump after me, and that cannot work. But I think a woman should be comfortable, especially, yeah, comfortable. You mean, live with a woman. I mean, to tell you the truth, me take offense when certain things happen. Still, you understand me? 'Cause I didn't grow and see, the ladies in the house flatulating and all those things are telling them they just tell you they're gonna use the bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
But everybody is different. But I feel say a woman for feel 100% confident still. Probably me a hypocrite still, but I feel so. If you really and truly like the woman or rate the woman.
So, two on the kind of bathroom, one I do a certain number and one a shower. that good with you. That's good with
No,
men.
me don't get no one a bathroom when it come to that department. No, me don't get my own a bathroom. Find my, me build my own a bathroom and bathe by myself. I cannot. No, sir. That
So
can't
if
work.
you draw the line there.
I feel say you have to have some form of privacy. You get me? I say. I don't know if it's how I grow or what, but every man if you have their own. If you don't have your own bathroom, fine. But hurry up and use the bathroom and then me use the bathroom after me go be there. Although you have some women don't mind when the man I use the bathroom and them a bathe, but me mind if me a bathe and you use the bathroom.
Of course.
All right. Prescott, what you have to say? How comfortable can a woman be?
Gradually,
Mhm.
I think people should gradually get into the habit of accepting each person for who they are. I mean, from the get go, you're not gonna want a woman to come around here as Steve say, yeah, talk and boom, flatulence and woman a burp, some big man burp and you understand me?
And the flatulence
I
as
mean,
well.
initially, I mean, you don't expect them thing there in the beginning, but after a while, I mean, after you both get used to each other, you know what each person is about, then I think that everybody should be 100% comfortable and be able to be themselves. You understand me?
True, it's totally
As
fair.
Steven said, there will always be boundaries. Again, everybody need to have their own space, which I believe in, but each person should be able to be 100% comfortable, man and woman.
As comfortable as you want be, is as comfortable you should make them be. You get me? I say, I was listening to Dear Pastor around 17 years ago or 15 years ago. I think about 15 years ago or 16 or 14 years ago, I listened to Dear Pastor. And a lady said, boy, she and her boyfriend, you know, I don't remember if she said every time them sleep or whatever. Or when like, I don't know if she did mean like physical sleep, like, or the two of them are sleep beside
Right.
each other.
Mhm.
And she said, every time the man flatulate and flatulate now or him flatulate while him asleep and she don't say nothing. And she said one time, she said when since him always a flatulate, she'll flatulate one time. And she said
Oh, guys don't like that.
the man
Relationship done.
the man go outside
What you say, done,
and
Prescott?
she don't see the man
Relationship done.
one year now she don't see man from she flatulate. I said, God
She
was
not
time.
flatulate alone, she flatulate, man.
No man, I would just say one time, she just say, boy, every time I want to flatulate. So she would just try it one time, cause she a holy tea no much years. And she said the man, the one time she
Much
lick
of
one, the man get
Oh
up
my
and she
God.
never ever see him again.
Benicia, me see you ask a question. I
Yeah.
mean, that's not supposed to be a problem for no man. You understand me? If bring a pot to a woman in the bathroom, that should be a problem to no man at all.
You mean a brand new one?
Yet, Steve, come on,
Yes,
Steve.
Even.
I would.
That
I
goes
mean,
without saying.
them in have to go to supermarket go buy them something sometime. Me
Even if
hide
she's
and
So,
do
on
it,
the
Steve,
you know.
toilet, though.
No, me hide and do it, Me hide and do it because,
Me
you
just
don't
put
know the
it
thing
in
though.
the sheet.
So me look over the other day, me see one of my sister name Shishka. And me say, yo, come follow me around yesterday. Pick out one of them things for me now.
It's a
Right?
drug deal.
And must put it in a bag and wrap it up and carry it go outside fast.
Oh boy. So, question: Are
But
men?
Benicia though, if unless it's an emergency, but if you know say you need it, man, go get it, man.
Oh my gosh. So, question: Are men intimidated by a successful woman? And I wish Robert was here. I don't know
Of
who
course.
I hope him safe.
We can't answer that. Is that right?
Of course, but and you have different levels of success. For example, like we call the you have different levels. Cause me intimidated by bad man woman. When me know say boy, no matter what me do, they not laugh, they not this, they not. You have different things that intimidate you. Not necessarily have to be success, but it can intimidate you. Because if me like you as a person, and me know say man of my biggest asset is to make you laugh, and you not laugh. And I say, yeah, but me in a trouble. I want me to get that. It don't make me start panic, start get anxious, and then you go start rule me because all of my strengths, them what me I try now work. You get me? I say so. Of course, man can intimidated by certain things. You mean?
All right. So if you want to make more money, is that a problem?
Well, for me no business, cause like me no value money like that. Me don't know if I make my Christian background and thing, or me just see where it work. Me is a man of faith. So if you have a bigger money, maybe God is using that bigger money to meet the need them what is necessary at the moment. So me no look on it and say, boy, you make 10 million and me I make 500,000. Me no business so much money you want me.
Okay.
That now nothing to do with me.
Well, you have to step first, Scott. Women intimidated,
Alright, so
intimidated by successful women.
alright, so if we touch upon the last point made by Steve, when it come on to a woman making more money than a man, again, you can control how much money a woman make.
Right.
As I say, we are me and Steven and other males who I know, we are not intimidated by successful women. However, we are uncomfortable if we're not able to provide for the household. You understand me? And that we make a man lose confidence in himself and start to question himself as to whether or not am I the man in the home or I'm a woman I run things, or what happens if I can't provide next week even though she has it. You know? So as a man, we think that we should always be able to provide for our household. I am personally not intimidated by successful women. What I have a problem with though is women who, because of them success, you know, them start to preach this woman power thing and I think sometimes them go overboard with it. And I see it as a sense of them having low self-esteem or whatever they keep. Not in all cases, you know, so I don't want none of these females watching no fit wrongly, you know. But I think that some women, because of the success where them have, it's like them have to prove at all times that they are the authoritarian person, and that
Yeah,
is
me
something
not
I'm
like
not like.
after, me
I'm
not
not
like when woman chat down
intimidated
to
by
me.
successful women.
Me not like
Yeah,
when
man.
woman chat down to me or try to, make me try to belittle me. That the easiest thing to make me rebel.
Rebel.
Yeah,
And
you know what I mean?
them make themselves look overly independent when that may not be the case. So again, we go back to social media and people being false in terms of how them portray themselves. Some women, because of them success, them falsely portray themselves as being strong when they are not. So those things I have a problem with, but not intimidated by a successful woman at all.
Yes,
Actually, I love successful women. You
me
know?
too. Me love successful woman too. Me love confident woman. You see, if you're a natural bad man, hey Andy and Trev, you can bad me up because you're a natural bad man. You understand me? Puff me in my chest and intimacy and make me know, say, hey boy, know yourself. Me love them kind of things. Me love bad woman. Me love bad girl. You understand what I'm saying? Me love those kind of things. But you see if you dey talk down to me because you feel say, you're in a situation or you feel say you
In a
don't know
better
who me is
position.
and you feel you have to show your me go have a problem. Me go have a problem. But you see,
Definitely.
if you're just a natural, raw born African bad man, bad woman, me nah no problem with you. Because that's how you stay. So you naturally stay. Me love it. Yeah, man, me love them things, man.
So my follow-up question to that, Prescott. So like, what are some ways females can, let's allow a man to be a man? Because sometimes I feel like successful women, especially if they make more, they don't know that they're, stepping on your toes, so to speak. So I mean, what are some ways you can, I guess, maybe speak on?
All right. So as I say, for some of these women, is them just make themselves seem overly independent. So sometimes you have a man who is offering, right? And maybe because the income what I'm earn or the level where he's at in terms of him career,
Right.
some
You
women feel
benefit.
as if they're not supposed to take the little that is being offered. But I think that woman just need to be appreciative and just be supportive of the man and just make him know say yo, once him a provide, whatever he's giving is sufficient for her until him able to provide more. You understand me? Again, as long as a man they show or make the effort to provide in some way, shape, or form, or if you meet you halfway, meet you quarter of the way there, then it's just for a woman to accept and show appreciation for that.
Yeah.
I think one way a woman can show man appreciation, as to what Prescott said, is that know that you're his helpmate at the end of the day. Whether he might make little bit or he might make more than you. Know say yo, how can you be an asset to him? If you see it that way there, of how you can be an asset to him or you can lift him up, build him up, right? That is all
Yeah,
a man
yeah,
really and truly want, So even if you are even if it's easy to build him up when you know say him a do everything.
Right.
But if you can find where you can be a strength to him, you see me, where him weak, that is where you will find yourself more as an asset and more will focus on like for example, me have two sides to me, right? Me have the bad boy side and me have the full pastor boy side.
All right.
See? And the bad boy side now it more connect outside in terms of the people them on the outside. So because unfortunately, I mean not gonna say unfortunately, but when me did meet Jamie, she never really meet me as that kind of person. Or she never think I was that kind of person. She probably just think me was a nice little humble and Christian boy.
Yeah.
Right? And so that is what she feed, and that is an annoying part to me. Me not love that not my favorite part of myself. So no build up the part of myself or one of my favorite part. Build up the bad boy side, build up the ego side. Say, yo, you see, yo, you're a bad boy. Yo, it's a real youth, And them part of me wire. So it is your role. Is remember, as a woman and man when you're in a relationship, is a investment, is can be your biggest asset or your greatest liability, So it is your job just as much as you are studying and try to become better, whether you're the law or being a doctor or being an engineer or whatever. It is your role to try to look and see how is it that I can build up the part them what him like, because I want to tell you, you can be doing 80% of the work and one somebody could come with 20% liquid the man 2 foot from you, because the 20% what them a do is doing enough to make the man feel like him can manage without his 80%. Enough man get tricked by it, but if the woman can see you where them can change up the game little, or look at what he's attracted to the most, look at what he is feeling himself and try to be an
Yeah.
asset in that area.
Oh, okay. So
But I feel like sometimes, and I definitely agree, but I feel like there are some instances where men sabotage themselves too. You could be motivating him, supporting him, but because they feel like they don't have that earning power, or because they're not where they want to be, it's like they still feel empty. They don't feel fulfilled in the relationship. They feel like they're not bringing what they're supposed to, especially, with the whole idea of men being breadwinners and whatever, the backbone of the family, all of that. It's like if they're not in that position financially, sometimes they sabotage themselves. You could be doing everything under the everything on the list that you mentioned before, but
And that brings up,
everything is not going away because I'm just not there yet.
you're right.
and that is where you must look into yourself and say, if I'm doing everything that I can do and this a man and not change, I'm not get better, man. Him have to go fix himself, because him not gonna make him damage himself come damage me too. So you have to take responsibility for yourself and say,
Yeah,
listen,
I
I'm
agree.
doing everything that I can do to make this work. Seeing? And this man is damaged, or this man feel like he does not have. And what you're saying is true. This man don't feel like what him have is enough. You go have to look into yourself and say, guess what? Is either I'm go take this until the man turn wrong, or I go step back, make him figure out himself, and him
Yeah.
come back a whole person. But you can't keep trying to feed something that is it'll leak out every time you feed it. It'll frustrate you.
Right. That is true. Which I mean, that's good, but then you have another problem because black men don't really believe in therapy or counseling. And Jamaican men especially don't believe in that, and they feel like they're only man people alone to go talk to psychologists or therapists or
Me
counselors.
love chat to psychologists and therapists. That's why I always get myself in a
I
problem
know
all the while
upset
because
fast,
every
sometimes
single one of the
I
bird
can't
them
help everything.
every single one of the bird them a psychologist and therapist them. Every single one of them. All of them bright.
All right. All right.
Yo, Trevor, you see for me, as a man, it's important to have the right support system, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when a man like me, we have a friend like Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Again, trust me, we're not perfect, you know. And sometimes we do have doubts in ourselves, but
Yeah.
even though we might not want to go to a certified or a man with a degree, let's say he's a psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever his role may be, some type of counselor. I mean, if you have people with the experience of being in a relationship and overcoming certain challenges,
Yeah.
if you have friends who are just knowledgeable about handling situations,
Mm-hmm.
handling stress, depression,
Mm-hmm.
lack of confidence, overcoming low self-esteem, then it
Yeah.
helps a whole lot. But as Steve was said, it is important that as a person, you have to evaluate yourself and know what you're able to handle and what you're willing to compromise for,
Yeah.
and decide which part you draw a line on when you're gonna make a change.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I say, for me, I don't have a problem with a lot of things when it come on to women. And again, going back to women who may be successful and overly independent, but then you still
Yeah.
have a boundary as
Right.
to what you're gonna allow her to do, or how much you're gonna allow her to belittle you or overlook the things that you contribute to the relationship, so on
Mm-hmm.
and so forth.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have a question from somebody watching. So men like space. Define your space. What is meant when a man says, "I need some space," or
You want to go PlayStation? That's it mean.
Means they just it means they just keep quiet little.
Watcha?
It don't it, it's as simple as that. It don't mean say yo, you know want see you.
Hold on. Come
It
love chat.
literally means say yo, just even if you're there around me or after there around me, just leave me alone. Like if you don't ask me unnecessary things. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If me want space, sometimes it means I just keep quiet little. Make me can think. It might take you some days, it might take you some time. But just me
Yeah.
just want space to think. Like me just want space to find a solution. Right? Without you bothering me about simple little things. So if you can deal with something, deal with it yourself as best as you can. And only if it's necessary, you say, me need help with this or because the reality is that not everybody can physically keep your distance from. If you can, do that. Make them run you down. Make them call you. You get me? I say. But what it really mean is, yo, tapping eyes, man. We just don't want to hear no noise, no nothing right now. We just need to.
no nagging?
Yeah, me don't know nagging, no nothing. Don't ask me nothing what you know you can do. Please, me I beg you. So if you have to go down the road, don't ask if you carry if you can drive.
I hear you. Where is the Prescott? Space. Go.
Um, I think Steve will put it in at the simplest form. Just give it some space. Be quiet for a minute. I mean, every person I know have that time when them need some downtime for just recuperate, rejuvenate, and bring back themselves to a balance where them ready to take on the world again. I mean, you have people who love to cook, but who cooks every day. You understand me? Even a chef, when him get him day off, a lot of chefs don't cook for themselves, when them got them yard, them cook, or them buy food a road, You
Yeah.
understand me? So everybody needs a little downtime. So as Steve say, sometimes just be quiet. Um,
When you
Generally,
guys together?
go again.
Hmm?
What if you guys don't live together? I mean, how do you reconcile that between somebody who wishy-washy will just pop up when them feel like versus somebody who actually needs space?
I mean, it's fine if the person is always in your space, you know. But as Steve said, even if you're in my space, let me
Mm-hmm.
be me. Let me do what I enjoy doing. You understand me? For most men, when you talk about giving space, right?
Mm.
So come to the one there, Raga. When a man talk about space, I mean, for like me and Steven,
Mm-hmm.
Cornwall boys, Zane, we love D Cup. When they come on to D Cup, you just
Oh
know, say when a D Cup season, every Saturday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, whenever match a play,
Mm-hmm.
we gone. You understand me? Don't try if it come in at the way and tell we say, yo, it can't happen because you have something else where you want to do. You know what I mean? You know, say this I want me to do for enjoy myself. This is my downtime. This is my time for relax and have liquor fun. Allow me for do what me I go do, and then when I come back, we can do whatever you are interested in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Remind me another question there.
Another question: can we find that space though without asking for space? Like,
No, you have to ask Seed Draga.
really?
No, maybe
Yes.
But
like
you
I
Me disagree. Me disagree. I disagree. I disagree. Again,
argument.
you
Depends
can
on your
get,
woman still.
yeah,
when you
it
say
depends on,
female knows her man, then she will be able to, pretty much.
right.
But not every woman know their man. Some women love their man so much then just want to try too hard. So you have some woman where you have to just say, yo, yeah, my man, just leave me alone for 15 to 20 minutes or an hour, no man. Don't say nothing to me, man.
That. We are
No, but you see it, unfair now because you go cuss for that and add to the fire when all we're trying to say is that listen, no offense, no you take offense, no you trouble me. But can me sure you that prefer me tell you that than just go missing for 2 3 hours and then you go start say when me there and who me gone with and ray. See, so communication is very essential in those situations. I mean, you have some acted woman where you can't tell that, but me a bad boy, me have to talk my mind.
But you see, I like the bad woman them too. So if you are gonna say that to a bad woman, me sure, no say you will get more than argument.
No, well, me I go say it nice. And plus, and as
Me
I say,
me
plus some
agree
bad
with
woman
Ayande.
still, you can't tell them thing that too. So you have
Uh-huh.
to just, as what Raga say, it depends. Cause if him woman a bad woman, he really and truly go hard for you get no space with you.
Some man going on one little mood though. So like them switch, so you just know say alright. You have to kind of be hands off and just leave them alone. Which is why it's important to have a man cave or something. Even if it's a man cave, you
But
just
suppose you do not have a man cave.
go on the veranda.
Suppose you not have a, no
You hear
man, which
what,
veranda
you
man?
hear what Raga says, Steve? Raga
Miss
say you must
West.
just take
Right,
an
get stuck in,
extended own time in the
extend
bathroom.
lock up
Yeah,
the
And
but
door.
suppose a
no,
one
but leave
bathroom
your
and everybody
phone.
want to use the bathroom, brother.
No, leave your
Suppose
Lock
a
the
phone.
one
door.
bathroom.
No man, they must wait till you finish, man.
Time there.
They must wait till you finish, Steve. What
Rather,
you mean? All of we can use the bathroom one time.
hope you can take it when she does the same. So when we flip the script on you guys
And say no one space.
from space, because I'm a girl, I love space. Me love
Would
my
a dance.
because me have a man type of attitude. Me like space. Me not like somebody that call me every minute and a text me good morning, beautiful. Me like space. Sometimes
Yeah,
I
cut
don't want
that
to get
out.
days.
Yeah, that
Right?
Come on,
prefer them
Ayoni.
say, yo,
That's
my girl
okay.
want go on.
Give me a couple of days.
Dear,
Right?
No, man.
No,
That I want text, man. Just read the
yes.
text and move
Probably
on.
hear from me every day. But
No,
no,
man.
me
Read
need
You
the
to
have to
text.
hear
say good
from
right
you.
morning,
now,
beautiful
the
every
one
day.
that
What's say, my
what
girl?
I'm doing.
I like
Absolutely.
check-ins. I like check-ins. Me need to hear from you in the morning, lunchtime, dinner, and before I go to my bed.
But there's a
Yeah, but Shelby, what happens? What happens that one time when him don't check in? What are your thoughts? Or you
You
handle
jump
that
nine short.
situation?
You know, hear what you
Something
say?
wrong with him.
That jump nine short.
Something wrong with him then. Just, you're good? Yeah. But sometimes me know, so like, work. things
Yeah,
come
you're
up.
No,
supposed to
but
know if
Chevy,
something off and them just
you're
need some time,
unfair,
no?
Chevy. You they put you between a rock and a hard place as a man now because you are the type of person that likes to you're like the type of person with the touchy feely person like for their own you're the kind of person that
Yeah.
see
No.
nothing wrong with that. See, I saw James stay too. So for somebody like you, I have to tell you say no offense, don't no, me just have try create space in my mind so me can find a solution. What probably the man need to do is tell you the solution for what? Because you probably might feel say he want space because you do something wrong or whatever. But really and truly, every lover needs time away. You ever hear the song? Every lover needs a little time away.
No, me don't know
Even
the
for
word.
a day. Everybody need it.
Because them say absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes.
No, me,
But
you
it look like
can't.
Chevy can't manage the
You can't.
absence.
No, you can't
No,
go missing
like,
for 3 days.
But Chevy
No,
are not twin.
yes. Me like
That
Yo,
space.
is why
Me
me
like
I
Leon,
separate the man from the
in a
woman.
full
You can't be
blown
there 24/7.
relationship, you go missing for 3 days. Hell
2
no.
to 3 days.
Nope.
yeah. So here we
No.
go on. You see, Raga, if I go back to your question, I guess it depends on how it's done. Because as I only say space make you grow fonder in the heart. Space make some people get comfortable and do things that them not supposed to do being in the relationship, and it make
Mm-hmm.
people start to lose the bond. Because they must
Mm-hmm.
say, all right, as Steve say, when you take the space, you don't want a woman to feel say because she do something wrong. She
Exactly.
just need to understand, say, yo, you just need some downtime for reset. But
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Ayondi. I mean, if you understand each other
Right.
fully, then you just know, say, yo, this is how the person is, and not no wrong. Them just take some time for reset.
And Chevy, you have to look in yourself as a woman to in the relationship where if you know every time somebody needs space, it's gonna be a problem, right?
No,
Because
you still have my
it will
space too.
no listen no. This
But
is what me
you
I say.
don't love when him give you space.
Me
Huh?
not say me not
But
talk
No,
you
me not
about
don't
it
love when him give you
problem.
personally.
space.
Me not
Me
call
just
people.
say in
Me not
general.
make people call me. Me not call nobody.
Well, me I say in
So,
general. Me not talk you
man, you're
personally,
not
but
fair. You're not fair. You're not
yeah,
fair, Trey.
you can't be fair because at the end of the day, you are trying to make the man feel a void where only you can really feel in yourself. Because unless you take it's that's why we say I have to communicate. Unless you take in because one time one girl went to me say she want space. I'm gonna talk to her for the entire day. And when me see her night,
And
she
she
go tell
fix.
me say, me didn't tell her say me want space. Me shame like a dog. See, and when me go to my yard, I said to her, it's over. See? And the next day, the woman just say, okay, because that's what she did want. Some people just don't know how to communicate when they say they want space and left, they want left you. But
Yes, man.
some people who really and truly who don't want left you and need space, like the type of person me is me creative. I'm a creative person. So I have to have space and time to think more time. So if me
Right.
not get that space, then I will get rebellious, I will get aggressive, and it will come out like me I shown you, but really and truly I just trying to create some space to find a solution, to find peace so we can move forward.
All right. Somebody say after a while, you'll know your partner's likes and dislikes and the do's and don'ts. And I believe you'll know without even saying anything.
Yeah, which is what I was saying earlier. Sometimes, like, all right, so my person, me know when he gets in a certain mood, if you just left him alone.
Right.
Me not say no, me not say what wrong with you. Me just left him alone.
Yeah.
That's it.
How long?
See whatever hit me up back.
Me not believe you.
No, I swear, you think me needy, but I'm not.
No,
Whatever
me
I
not say you need it. Me just say me not believe you.
you know, link me just know say I'm busy or I just need time for regroup or whatever, like and I say, but you just know say you're gonna know that signal if you
Right.
if you're in a fully blown relationship. When I tell just
Some
like
people don't know. Some people don't know. Like for your personality now, I know. Yeah, me not ask you, me I tell you.
me
We
just tell
not
us
joke
me
with our
know when
side.
you get
All
to
right.
them there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
just
ever try massage them foot when they torment?
massage
Hmm?
foot.
Yeah. What you do? But what if you have this a personality and now massage foot?
No, my love.
Then what keep the man? No, you have to have something to keep the man, Trevi. You
So
can't have the personality where you
me
want
have it,
around
but
them
I know
24/7 and you
foot
now massage
massage.
foot.
Me have it but on a foot massage. Mm-mm.
This leads to the next question.
Back massage then?
Next caller.
So how soon for the bedroom?
Here you know.
How soon
Me
for the
when
bedroom?
we married.
Too long.
When we married.
All right, because I read Steve Harvey's book, Trivia, and you did too, and he had like this 90-day rule, like dating, and after dating,
Nobody now with 90 days in reality now.
it's it's almost
So
like
you said, Steve, you are married within the 90 days, Steve?
May I say?
No, well, me have to wait till we married. So whether we married
So
in
you
a
go
5
married
days,
within
2
the
days,
90 days?
it depends. Like how we married, me did have to wait till we married. But before, I mean, in a nowadays situation, me probably would have married in 1 week, just to make sure.
Where is the Prescott? Where is the how soon is too soon, and how long is
I don't think there's a soon time.
All right, so here we go on. You have people we meet in a different circumstances, right? If you and a female attack from before actually meeting, or if you work, say you work in the same environment and you know the person for years, and it's just a situation where you not just start to talk to each other, then maybe the first time when you go out on a date, or the first time somebody go over for chill, or the first time you drop home the person and decide to do it in the car, whatever the case may be, it depends. It depends. So how soon?
They did laugh over
How
there.
soon?
Me don't know they carry something that sound like some like somebody have already taken like some gym screechy thing.
Just when the opportunity presents itself, but I think
nobody now want going to people
depends.
house first day for them poison them, kill them.
Yeah.
Who that? Egg and sausage, man. Yo,
Yeah.
hear what me ask them. Then it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation or the scenario in which those two persons find themselves coming together. But I don't think that there is I never read Steve Harvey's book, so I don't know how the 90-day rule thing is broken down. It might be factual. Again, as I say, you might be talking to somebody as a friend and then things come together and 90 days already passed because you guys were friends. You guys were co-workers. You guys used to go to school together in the past. You were a friend of a friend, whatever the situation may be. So it depends on the scenario under which both persons come together. But I don't think nobody are gonna say, boy, I have to see you face to face 90 days before,
I think what he did in his book, he was pretty much saying like dating is like, or deciding who to spend your future with is almost like a job. You have to prove yourself for 90 days before you get, your full-time position. And, once you pass that, proving yourself, in a dating scenario, and you find say, okay, this is going well, 90 days passed, then this person is fit.
Nothing wrong with that. A discipline too. You see me? Sometimes, because you have a lot of horny people in this world, right? And we call them, and you try to find one Christian word for horny, and we can't find it. So,
Steve, you don't say the word already.
Right. We can't find it. But in the future, somebody can give me a gospel word for it. But we call them. It's a good thing that 90 days something there. But if me a old dog, or not wouldn't say dog, if me, let's for example, me attracted to Ayonde, seeing and me determined say me want it, me go wait the 90 days, and that me I make a man.
You can't make them know say the 90 day no card. Like I said before, some people will wait.
You can't
wait you out.
Can me wait the brown straight 90 days, right? If because me determined say that me want. Me's a boy if anything me want me get, See, a discipline me have make me not pursue certain things in our life, right? I have physical, my might not have mind discipline in my mind. Me would think about things, but when it comes to the physical part, I me more discipline in
Right.
other aspect. Them need to fix the mind part because the mind lead it to sometimes to some place where you don't want to go physically.
Right.
But the 90-day thing is a good thing because as much as a man can pretend,
Yes.
even though he will catch you, a good man will catch you after the 90 days. But a good man, not a good one, a good one, somebody will determine he will hold out for you 90 days and wet you. See?
Even
And then,
longer. Even longer.
I know what you say, man. Because remember, at the end of the day, for example, you have some female who me not too talk to right now. Lick a black pan them, hope they don't watch this. See? And
They might watch it
them,
after.
no, them remind me of, like, I don't say that. Anyone ever have a male friend that just always did the phone, always did the phone, anytime when you have a show, and then one day when you get him chance, him work from now till like he don't come. Yeah, so you have to be careful when you come
The
to it.
females can have male best friends. Cause we have that friend we just staying at the shadow until a time we come out.
You see, she drink the wine while she talk.
I want to me drink pasta.
Oh, it's a nice water glass, though. It look good.
And like I said, sometimes we appreciate the things we have to work a bit harder for.
See it there?
Yes, that's true.
That's how we get easy.
That's true, Raga. That's true 100%. Because
More,
if you find a woman to be too easy, then me I got things that she don't have much self-worth.
yeah.
Because another man could have just run in same speed.
Yeah.
Same way, because that means that she just have specific things where she look for, and once you check those boxes, then sesame open,
Well, me not think about that next man, If somebody when me like, if it come easy, I don't mind. I don't brown strength mind. I don't think so.
The right person now.
I don't think so. Boy, and next man will get it easy like me. No, so me see myself as a star, So guess what? If one girl like me have early, I'm glad for that friendship farm. Less work for me, bro. Straight.
But she not the right person to
Right.
She wouldn't be
You
the
can't
right
say that.
person.
No, there's no right or wrong formula for love, If me meet somebody today and they like me today, I me like them, but I'm gone with them a morning. You can't tell me that. So that no mean I right somebody because no man, in a life, all right, me go off of energy. See, and people, I hope you don't judge me. I'm a married man and things, see? So nobody feel like say if I meet a woman tomorrow, I mean literally. I'm just giving an example. I'm trying to be as down to earth as possible. Me go off of energy. See? Energy me deal with. So you see mine and your energy connect or it a match, or your energy more powerful than mine, it a go attract me to you. And it go probably end up me become easy to you because because me just drop my guard and take what you give me. Right? So I'm go off of energy. I think me big on energy. So if your energy powerful, me I go after it because it go make me feel like I can tackle it. Right? So that's why I'm telling you, say there's no right or wrong formula. If you meet somebody, if your energy just kick off, why not take a risk? To me, it is better to love and lose than to not love at all.
Oh, wow. And we use that term so loosely, love. Like, all right. So back to our question earlier today, Prescott. So you think relationships have an expiration date? Like you mentioned, a couple. How long you said they were together? 21 years?
51.
No, man. 51 years.
51 years. So, with our current society, how social media kick in and, all of that, you think that is possible now? Like the relationships now that we form, you think they have like an expiration date? Because 51 years kind of long still,
No, sir.
No?
They say only salvation lasts forever.
I don't think them have an expiration date because that is just unfair to somebody. I mean, unless at the end of the day, remember we are deal with human, with tribe of love, and love supposed to last forever. See,
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to. So I not think love have an expiry date. You have different types of love. You not have an expiry date for the amount of time you're gonna love your daughter. You don't have an expiry date for the amount of time you're gonna love your mother, you love your so you have different so you're not supposed to have an expiry date for when you love your partner.
Okay.
You
If the love
understand me?
is real, if the love is
Yeah.
real, there's no expiration date.
All right. All right.
Hmm.
All right. So, question, you know, a lot of females wonder this, like, how can you tell when a guy is not interested? Is it too much space, or because men don't tell you straight up, hey,
True.
if a female likes a guy, the guy more to run with it and just, just drag her along. So
Right.
what
Especially
things should we look out for as women to kind of, say, hey, he's not interested, just move on. What hints you guys give?
All right, you see, for somebody like Trevor, where love her, good morning, it's hello, beautiful, how are you doing
no,
today?
we
Have you
don't
had
do that.
lunch
That's too
already?
cliche.
And all of them stuff there.
That not cliche. Cut out the foolishness, man.
We don't like it. Annoying. And you're not going
No,
to
sir.
keep it up.
Right, man. Tell her hello, good morning, you beautiful thing. Looking forward to
You're
seeing
not
that
going
in
to
your
do that.
morning.
And
Okay, man.
consistently.
So just cut it out for now. Just how is your day
If them
going?
do it, if
That
them do
too
it
boring.
consistently, man. Trevor weak in the knees, can't even get up to go work. Can't even get up to go out. Yeah. But if you talk to a guy and him not check for you,
Mhm.
then you know so him not interested.
Check for your
You see me?
hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Check
Just
for
know
your
how
hoe.
you doing. Just check to see if you're okay. Generally, understand me?
Exactly.
It not have to be in a no, it not have to be in a no special way. If you have an issue and you can't talk to him about it,
Mhm.
or when you talk to him, he can't offer you no good advice, or he's not interested in offering any. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Him just listen and him say okay, and him just brush it one side. Then
Mhm.
that might be a good sign that he's not interested.
Mhm.
Also, for most men, where
It
me
out.
know,
So do
for most of the mans them where me know, as Steve say, man a hunter. So if
Mhm.
a man is interested, he might go show you in some way, shape, or form. Say, he might come after you because he want you. So
Mhm.
if you not get the vibe there from a man, it means I'm not interested.
Gotcha. So what's it?
Especially if it lasts for more than 40 days. He's surely not interested.
It's very specific.
Yeah, because alright, for example, me watch one dating coach, see? Because the dating coach helps me to understand the type of females that I am attracted to.
Right.
And me have sometime when me attracted to somebody, it is a very emotional situation for me that it sometimes feel like it a mad you. See? Because I just have strong emotion. So a lot of the advice that them give us is that if the lady now show you no attention or now moves the way you want her move, give them a 40-day break, give them a little whatever. You get me I say? And then when you change your way, come back a freshman, you try again. Because if you really like somebody, you're not gonna just let it go and make it dead so. And like not just go away so. Make you listen, me have people when me black 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and then they as you unblock then them say good evening. See, like them just a wait. Them just
They're
a wait.
free up.
Right? But one man when tell me now 1 year can pass and people still love you half him. You see me?
Yeah.
So you have to as what Prescott say, if it's the initial part too is always key. If them not show you that attention in the initial part or them not make no effort, man, tell him to hell with him, man. And you go hot up yourself, man, and post two things a year and somebody gone on a date or post some interesting things. Don't
Revenge
post some
body.
needy things. Post things that make it look like you're busy. You get me? I say post
Yes.
some picture yourself and laugh and them thing there, but don't do it right away, you know. So can then go no say them a cause it. Right? And you have to use tactics
So,
for them friendship
Yes,
farm and might
Steve,
make a boy
do
know
it
say
after
you're
the
hot
40
blood.
days.
Eh?
But you said do it after the 40 days.
No, 40 days well, that can work too. But you have to come with something different. So if you really like somebody, You make an effort, but if them don't show you no effort, follow your head, don't follow your emotion. Because your emotion go take it as rejection, and you have to prove yourself, and you end up causing you get a low self-esteem, lower yourself more. Sometimes you just go with that, as what Prescott said, go with the head, write it down. That
But
boy not show me no attention.
what if there are gaps? What if the person shows interest this week and next week, yeah, break, and then the other week them show interest? What
Exactly.
do you conclude from a situation like that?
Again,
And
you have
tell
to
him to boy,
communicate with the
man.
person.
What you say, Prescott?
Then it's a case of communication.
No,
You see
they
me?
got to like PS.
All right, you see, for
What's that?
me, one of the issues I have with people, is that sometimes people interested in you and them things say them have to beat you on the bush, You're adults, you understand me? If I'm trying to court you, Zane, I mean things say you the lead me on, and then you take a 2-week break and you come back and you lead me on again. Me I go ask you straight up, what's the
Where the
deal?
fun?
You
Yeah,
understand me?
straight up
Because
question.
me have a feeling for you. Me I hear talk, me think say everything good, and then you're gone 2 weeks. So is what? Go find somebody else and it no work out and treat no work out. You come back the lead me
Yes,
on again.
Prescott, I right
You
thing I say.
understand me? So me
You
I
have
go
to
feel,
make a man know.
Yeah,
I
so me
remember
I go feel. So you have to get to that point where you make it plain to the person. Say, yo, me like you, and the conversations them where we have, it's not all fun and jokes or just say occupy my time. You see me? I
Right.
seriously interested in I am want to know, is there a
where the
possibility
fun.
of it happening or not?
Where
Can me
the
not get the vibe?
right?
Yeah, where you
Exactly.
there on?
Communication.
So
What thing they don't want to hear. And you see, you have some
Yep.
people though. You have some people who really they are so bad at communication through words, but perfect in them actions. See,
Right.
me know one girl. She did want to get rid of her man, and she do everything in her power to get rid of her man without telling man say, brother, me no want there with you. See, she go sideway, she go missing. She talk to her friend them, she run him. She tell him say, boy, yeah, me big man. Hurry up and do what you do, cause me need to leave the yard. She abused the man so much, and the man still to this day don't get the point. See, sometimes in life we are afraid, and it's because rent too sweet. Wow.
Yes, Ren, that is correct.
Right, and sometimes we are afraid to hear the truth, just like what Trev did I say earlier. If a man tell her say he wants space and whatever, it can cause problem. But really and truly, the truth to set you free. As what Prescott said. Right? Remember one time one girl asked me, what do I want from her? I said, nothing. I don't want anything from you. What do you mean?
What does that
See?
mean?
Eh?
What does that mean though? When you say you don't want anything?
When she asks what I want from her,
Yeah.
no, because the woman lost off of me and dead over me. And so she cannot control her lustful feelings. And one then why she feel like that. And one then if it's me that draw it out of she. But it was not me drawing out nothing out of her. Right? Well, probably me want me probably amount of time I spend with her and reason with her and then sitting there. And me probably have a
She just
charming
get,
personality. And then something
yeah,
and
man,
she
she
looking
just
at my
get
eyes and them
comfortable.
thing there. She just fall in love. But me never want nothing from her. Me make her know straight, but she never want to hear.
All right. That brings me to our next question that I didn't have written down. But do you think a person can fall in love more than once? Or real love only happens like one time?
You can fall in love every day, of course. Oh, yeah, say. That's why you have to just manage your emotions. See? Because me can find somebody where me love off right now. Or me can find somebody where me meet tomorrow, or me see tomorrow on Instagram, or me see somewhere in a real life, and me I say, brown dog. Well, good, and me go investigate her, me go start investing her, and all kind of things, and it stir up the love inside of me. You just have to manage your emotion and try to control yourself. You can't be like a wild animal. We are higher class human beings. We're higher class animals. So we can't be like a dog. Every female dog we see, we're gone after. You understand? We have to learn to manage your emotions. But there is possibility of falling in love 10, 15, 20 times. What you mean? What you talking about?
All right.
Hey,
First,
Steven.
Yeah.
I remember you having a live, and I believe this was one of the topics.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
But I think it was whether or not you can love more than one person at the same
At the
time.
same time.
Right? Yeah.
Which me did say no, but a lot of people said yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's possible, and again, I guess we can think about who the people
I
are
think
who
it's
we love.
possible.
Because we have more than one person where we love genuinely. You
Right.
understand me? With all our we love with mother, most of we love with fathers.
Mm-hmm.
If you have more than one child, you might love all of them equally. Um, if you said you love two person at the same time, I mean it's a little bit difficult because again we're from a society where we're from a monogamous society. You understand me? The norm is for us to be with one person.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think about Africa or some places in Asia where a man is able to have several wives, there is no question as to whether or not him love each one of them equally. So
Mm-hmm.
you can love more than
Jamie,
one person at a time, and you can definitely
Jamie,
love
your time to
you
pray.
can love somebody today, and you can love somebody else tomorrow. So it's
True.
possible.
I believe 1 year later of having that life, it is very possible, my brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is very possible, especially if the two people are together in the same time and space. You just spend one time with one and one time with the other in individual. It's very possible, my brother.
All
Yeah,
right.
man,
Hold
it
on a
is. It is.
second. It's time for Jamie to pray and she's sleeping. Hold on.
All right.
Steve, mute to know, you know, son. About that thing, can I go hear the prayer, you know.
You see? Okay. All right. So we have a little multiple choice section to end. So just for you guys to like choose from one of the following. So weave or natural. Just choose off. Not even think about it. Just choose.
Weave are natural.
Yeah.
Weave, brother.
We.
I mean, weave.
Oh
If
God.
you don't have wash and go, weave.
Very specific.
Yeah, if you don't have wash, if you have our nigger head, it not gonna work. You understand me? Weave on them brown strength. But to tell you the truth, you have remember Afro was a thing. Me don't know about now. Me don't really see it as much now. But naturally it was a thing. It is a thing still right now. So
I
it
mean,
just
there is
depends
in
on
a
what you call
recent times,
natural.
you know.
I
Yes, it
think the two of them can work. Because the way we see natural hair look nowadays, you not tell the difference. You can't tell the difference.
okay. Where's that Prescott?
All right, for me, natural,
Natural.
right? Um, again, me just naturally have a problem with a woman. I grew her hair, and she just put it off, and then go buy false hair, put on like. I can't understand the concept
Yeah.
there. You see
Yeah.
me? Can't understand the concept there. I mean, even recently, I think it was yesterday. Me have a cousin in Florida, and him send me one video with this woman. Sorry, Steve. Yeah, so him send me one video. I mean, I look on the woman, and my comment to him was, "Yo, you see her hair, brother? Natural hair, afro like, but it's curly." Yeah, so I love natural hair, but I think that a woman should be able to change it up. So I think say woman must grow out them hair, and if you're done with the afro thing, or if you're a bit afro, you decide say you want cane row or you want do some braids and then you want put some bead on the end of it, or yeah, rather that right to raga. Some sister locks look good for true. You see me? But I prefer natural. I can't understand the concept of getting rid of what you have for put in
Right.
weave
Anyone
and
may will
things
take
and
all
mix it up
wig.
it. Yeah.
Anyone may will take all wig once it look
I'll
good.
be
How you mean?
So you don't
How you
want to
mean?
scalp stable. You don't take some
Me-
scalp.
Ballet, you have some bad ballet girl out there, you know, brother. Them bad like y'all, not play with them ballet. The ballet each of them, you know. The ballet each of them, and they, you know, play with them there, you know. And that me I tell you, my brown strength. Slap him down the head back.
Makeup or no makeup? Makeup or no makeup?
Two of them can work. It depends.
Yeah, I love the two of them. I love the two of them. I love the two of them.
All right.
A
Love the
woman, we
bad
can't
weave
carry
and
it
them
off
things.
without. I love when a woman make herself, you see me?
All right. Spontaneous or planned?
Two of them, brother.
God have mercy.
You haven't mixed it up.
Yeah, you have to mix it up. Nobody no want no straight jacket. Me tell you, to tell you the truth, I wonder if there's something wrong with me, but most of the time it's a lot of mad girls that I come across, They're very mad, so they're very unpredictable and things. So me no mind. Yeah, man, two of them. Work it.
All right. You
Yeah,
know
man, may I agree with Steve.
what the false of the scent, brother. Lord have mercy.
Some
The
people
false
when
accent.
they let go, man, then think they are the actual hero growth of the head.
Them not grow me, man. Them not grow me. Them not buy the one them with them can wash and pin on the line. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Man, pin it out, man. Let breeze blow through it, man.
All
For
right.
me,
Mm,
spontaneous or planned, both, both, both,
okay.
both.
Mix it up.
I mean, I don't know what we are talking about specifically, but if we're
In
not talking about,
general,
huh?
in general, nothing
Oh, in
specifically.
general,
Yeah.
okay, both, both.
All right. Quiet or loud?
Two of them.
In terms of what?
In general, female personality, if them quiet, they're more
Two of them.
reserved or
Two of them, me love. Two of
so.
them, me love. Two
Both
of
of
them,
them,
me love.
depending on the situation.
All right, all
Two of
right.
them.
Again,
I have some
if we
loud
go to
woman.
one place where we're supposed to be loud and have fun, I want to
Right.
see you be yourself and be loud and have fun. And if we there one place where you're supposed to be quiet, me expect you to be quiet.
If you're going fast, make sure you buy expensive stuff. All
Not
right.
no wrong with you say raga. Right thing you say.
All right. So classy or what we Jamaicans would call uptone or down to earth.
Two of them.
Lord have mercy. Classy, bougie, ratchet.
Everything. Yeah, me like the whole of them there. Yeah,
The
man, everything.
where's the
Yo,
Mix it up.
me down to earth. Being down to earth doesn't mean that you can't be classy. So I love down to earth. Again, for me, me just love people who are going to be themselves. Hey,
Mhm.
Hyundai, you know me, you hear stories about me. He's a down to earth person. You
Yeah.
understand? And sometimes, even in a one classy setting, you can be down to earth.
Yeah.
Or what you do what I call ratchet.
Yeah. I mean, as to me, there's a time and place for everything. I mean, I really think there's a uptown we have behaving. Because if you're going like you're better than the people and when me bring you around, me will run your way.
Yeah.
See? So me feel like there's a time and place for everything. You can quiet, you can rush me if you have to rush me sometime. You can discipline me if you have to discipline me sometime. And you can pull in your belly and go on nice sometime if you have to.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up like all the questions that I have. So I hope we can come to some sort of summary as to what men are really looking for out there. And yeah, this is to help whether single women or women who are involved with somebody. Maybe you can, turn up the thing a little bit, like you guys say, wear some shots around the house. Yeah.
Awesome writers.
And mix it
We're
up a
from
little bit.
church.
Versatile. Yeah. So we see the guys them like that. And yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Anything else you'd like to share?
we like a lady in the street. You understand me? Yeah.
Sit.
That's it. That's it.
I cannot finish the rest. You understand me? Because
All right.
it will be used
I
against me in the court of law.
Pastor Stephen Blake, me appreciate your honesty, completely honest. I don't know if anybody has any more questions that we didn't get to address.
Yeah,
Just
I have to go
post
pray.
below and see if I can run through any questions that you guys have.
And we should do this again. You understand me?
Yeah, we definitely should do this again. Yeah, this was very good. Robert, go missing from the Valentine's weekend. I don't
It's
know.
all right. He will come in at a time handy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anybody has any questions? Any Anything you guys would like to give any single females out there who probably
Well,
looking at this
I
Valentine's
can.
Day?
What I wanna do is when we leave in, I can say a prayer for all of them out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. I would appreciate that,
So
definitely.
I
so
mean,
from
the
the
advice would I give a single woman right now is just like go and do your work, go and focus on your tasks that you have at hand, right? Put your energy into that, and trust me, that is when a woman shine the brightest. That is when a man notice a woman the most, when she in her work, when she a do her thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? When she busy, right? That attracts a man that you're in the field, I put in your work, you do your thing. Me I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, if you sit down and just try focus and try reach to the best of your ability or to the top, me guarantee a million people go notice it,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right? Rather
Mhm.
than sit and look to see who I look upon you and them thing there,
Right.
right? And when you're busy and I feel at the time that the boss come.
Mm-hmm. All right. So basically, you get to know yourself, focus on yourself and your goals, and try to accomplish that, and not so much focus on who you're trying to partner with. Just
Yeah,
focus.
because at the end of the day, when you focus on a growing, a
Mhm.
man have to come good to match
Exactly.
your
You
energy.
Right, 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 right.
attract a certain caliber of people.
You gotta attract certain caliber because he must say, Jano, we can't come
Yeah,
soft
you
with
have
him.
to come correct.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
oh
So
some
Brian
real
has a question. Thoughts on prenup. What are your thoughts on prenup? You believe that this is okay for a man to say, okay, this is mine and that's yours, and we're just gonna love each other.
I
And
mean, it depends. Suppose a man afraid or a woman afraid. You have to just accept say that is who they are and them afraid. And don't try to form an opinion around it.
mm,
But um if the two party them agree, that's fine.
uh,
Right? But if the two party them don't agree, it don't make no sense.
okay.
I
Any
think it's
same. Again, I think both parties, sadly, that is where we are at when it comes on to marriage.
mm,
Um, Marriage nowadays doesn't seem to last forever like it used to,
mm,
because before it was through thick and thin,
right.
sickness, health, everything.
Death, yeah.
Zane.
Mm,
So I think nowadays, unfortunately, we have gotten to that point where everybody have to just look
mm,
out for themselves just in case.
mm,
And as Steve said, just make an agreement from the get go, and it should be both parties coming together and not just one person
mm,
stating. Because if one person is state, then you already have a red flag there. So if you say, yo, them already having doubts.
right.
Mhm. And I feel like, and I'll say this, I feel like that's why it's so important to find somebody who you're equally yoked with, because if it is that both of you are leveling up and you know so you go grow together and stuff like that, I don't think you should be so concerned about what the other person has going on and whether I'm gonna reach further than you or have more things, and like if you really are putting the work too, then I mean I think you should be worried about like if
I
things
mean,
happen with your
some
life.
people have to protect them asset, but at the end of the day, to can you work hard right through life and for a man come try trick you and take away your things.
Mm,
Right,
Right?
right.
And a
And that's
woman
why
can try to can.
mm,
So as what you rightly say, you have to equally yoke, and
mm-hmm.
at the same time, it's just difficult in this world right now. You
Yeah.
understand me? Yeah, you have to be vigilant, and as Prescott say, you have to expect the worst. Cause
Mhm.
we see now spouses all are dead. Like these are people. You have some people second marriage and stuff
mm,
like that, third
Yeah.
marriage. People are dead and people are killed for what left because the wife now give certain things, and so
that's true.
it really is a lot. It's really a lot of work and
Yeah.
thing, and as I say, that's the key. Have to equally yoke. If you're not equally yoke, it will cause problem. And
Mm-hmm.
what I would like to say to it boils down to you finding out from the person what type of person are they? Are they the type of person that just want to have fun? just want to live, just want to maximize all the fun in the world that them can do. Them have one life to live, really. Or is it a person that believe in spiritual growth and going to the next levels? You have to know the type of person where you get involved in. So if you go there with somebody where no matter what you try to tell you trick your brain, say, this person is gonna change and this and that. You really and truly, if you're not careful, that's why the Bible say you can't be unequally open, you have to serve God or mammon. Right? You can't serve the two of them because you just give away your things.
Yeah.
You just build up all these years, work so hard and just give it to somebody. So that really and true. So the boil down to each individual person, where them want to go with them life and what them want to build with it,
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah, my take on that, I believe in, I want to have my stuff and you have your stuff, and yeah, it doesn't bother us what the other has, and we're just focused on love. You know what I mean? Yeah, we put that aside and listen. As I always tell everybody, when I come through the door, I leave my doctorate at the door. I leave my PharmD at the door, and I'm beyond. Somebody texting, I'm getting feedback. Yeah. So I leave my PharmD at the door, and I am just yandy when I come inside. That's just me. So I believe in setting my stuff aside. You set your stuff aside, and nowadays you can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, things happen, and
That love.
we have to protect our assets. And I want to know that you're truly in this for the right reason. So that's my take on that. And
Be in love, but don't be a fool in love.
right. Things happen. People
manage your emotion.
Yeah.
That person, you're talking to right now. Maybe later on things get kind of sour, and they change.
Oh yeah.
So be smart as women and men
Just
too.
down to the plate and the fat they want.
Right. You have to be you have to be smart.
Yeah.
Right. So I want you guys to tell, where you can be found. I know Prescott, you have a YouTube channel. I know we can do something on your YouTube channel as well. Later, what text? On your YouTube channel later on.
Sorry about that.
Tell your channel name on YouTube and where you can be found on Instagram if you want, or
What the channel name, Andy? I don't think I've posted a video on that channel for maybe 2 years now. It's been a while. But I think it's David Vlogs 876. So I think it's David Vlogs 876.
You should do it and watch Jamaican vlogs. That's all I ever do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Carrie,
I'll get back.
Let me know. Listen, think up a live. We're gonna do a live for your channel. Because we know a lot of people know because people locked down because of Valentine's weekend, but people will watch it later on. So we do a live on your channel.
You have to left because me have prayer meeting, all night.
You go bless me real quick. You never say you go bless me.
What's your name before you leave? Where we can find you on Instagram?
Where we can find you.
Pastor Steve Blake on Instagram and Steve Blake on Facebook. STEPHEN. Pastor Steve Blake and Steve Blake.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, as we go, I just ask you to please bless everyone on the life, all the single women out there who are ready to be married. Dear Lord, I thank you that you open them eyes, give them wisdom, so them can discern the wolf, them different from the sheep. Help them to just stay focused, dear Lord, and help them to know good men out there still, and they will all successfully meet someone this year in Jesus' name by your grace and mercy. Amen.
Amen.
All right, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. 2 hours of your time. Trust me. I know you guys probably had,
Valentine's Day weekend.
Lockdown, but you guys chose to be here with me. And big up all the persons who participated and who are gonna watch afterwards. Big up Julian, Renee, Benicia, Unbreakable Right, Kevin, Whitney. Who else is on here? Big up all you guys. Thank you so much for participating. It was a very good discussion. Let me see who else. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, and for you guys who are watching afterwards, we'll do this again. So that's another opportunity. to be on the next live. Maybe next week Friday, I'll let you know. So just go ahead and subscribe, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right.
Bring on some of them as well. Cause I would have loved to see Raga on a live,
Yes,
And
Raga, definitely. Raga definitely
then
coming on next time. Yep. And Robert is apologizing. He had no service and he was at an event. Yeah, no service. Yeah. So
an event after 8, him a confess.
Somebody call Andrew.
all right. So thank you guys. And thanks for tuning into West Side Channel. Remember to subscribe. And Fresco, we're going to something on your channel later on. And hopefully I can have you guys back on the live perhaps next week. Maybe we can turn it into a Friday thing. I don't know. Yep.
We'll see. We'll see.
You will see. All right. Good night, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
All righty. Bye.